Hi and welcome. This is Taffy Hawkins from YourDaringAdventure.com coming to you on this rainy Saturday, and I want to talk to you a little bit about nostalgia. So I've been feeling a little nostalgic here lately, hearing songs like from my past or whatever, or seeing pictures of people on Facebook that I went to school with. It's really fun and it kind of brings back those memories. So if you ever sit down and think about your past. It's often fun to do, especially on Throwback Thursday on Facebook. You see everyone posting pictures from when they were young or their kids were little or whatever. Then it's kind of fun to go back. So I'm going to talk to you about why sometimes revisiting your past can be healthy and fun. So one of the things, I'm a big bucket list person. I'm writing a book on bucket listing, and I think it's really important. It also makes things super fun. So one of the things when someone doesn't know where to start, or when they want to have a little bit more passion in their life or a little bit more adventure, I would have them go back, like way back sometimes. It's kind of like a career coach that, you may go back to the point where you aren't sure what you want your career to be. So it may be like, okay, what did you want to be when you were a child? We'll start there. Sometimes it's something that you totally wouldn't be interested in right now, but sometimes it still works. Okay? So I would have you go back to the things that you loved when you were a kid, or sometimes we give up on things that we were really great at. So first thing, interest. What were you interested in then? Second thing is the things that you were good at. Like I said, if you don't know me personally, I was a pretty decent artist, okay? But we get busy, moms and wives, and, in college or whatever, and just we're busy people. So you may find that you don't have as much time to devote to those things as you would like, and that kind of bums me out sometimes. I may not get to it unless I have a big project or a home renovation, or I do a mural. I've done several for my son's room, and that's the only time that I paint anymore, and I rarely draw anymore. So those things kind of make me sad. And sometimes we move away from the things that we excelled at before, but it's always nice to go back. Every time I pick up a brush, I'm right back there. Right back in Miss Chitwood's class in art when I was a kid. So it's kind of fun. Also, music. If you had a favorite artist or whatever, and you hear the song on the radio, you still feel those feelings from when you were 17 or 25 or whatever the age may be, and it can take you back to a time, to a particular place and time, and you still feel the same way that you did then. You can still feel that rush, and we'll talk about your place of personal power in future episodes, but for today, just think about how that made you feel, or an experience and how that made you feel. And if you sit and concentrate, you can actually almost re-feel that. Okay, if I sit here and I think about it, and I can get really close to feeling the wind on my face from riding the motorcycle with my husband, So it's kind of fun. If you just want to take a moment, really let your past sink in. They aren't all good experiences, but they aren't all bad either, I can guarantee. So, for nostalgia, sometimes we like to go back to when we were kids and do things that, that when we did when we were kids that were super fun. And when you have children, then that's easy to do. You get to be the big kid again and go back and do the things that you were good at and that were super fun to you. But if you find that you don't have much time for yourself anymore, and you just don't know where to start, and you want to have a little bit more of that girl, what did Taffy like back then I would start with that list. Well, she liked to dance. What about that? Or she always liked to go to concerts. We could go to a concert. Or when was the last time, Taffy, that you picked up a paintbrush? Don't you remember how great that made you feel? So there are people that come into your life and they'll remind you of the person that you were back then. Or you'll hear a song and it'll remind you of the girl back then. And it's easier to make that connection and to you know, find out what she wanted to do, and we can infuse those things into our life right now, no matter how many years it's been, and really make it exciting and something beautiful. So that is my challenge to you today, is to go back for your health and go back for your happiness, and remember the things that made you smile and laugh, and the things that you were really good at, and you can still embrace that today. We'll talk about your place of personal power a little bit later, but that's that place that, that feeling when you were on top of the world, and you can embrace that and tap into it later when you need to feel powerful. So it's really incredible thing. But my challenge for you today, on this Saturday that is starting to clear up here in South Carolina, I want you to, dig out those old CDs. Or you remember what CDs are? Kids may not. Uh, you know, dig out those old CDs, throw them on, dance party, whatever you need to do. Watch a movie from when you were younger. The other day I watched Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. I mean, how crazy was that? That's got to be the 90s, right? So it was something I really thought was funny back then, and it made me feel, like a teenager again, which was kind of cool when you're 34. So I challenge you to really tap into those things that you were good at, that you had fun with, and experience them with the people that are in your life now. It's sometimes really cool to be able to do that. So until next time, this is Taffy Hawkins at yourdaringadventure.com. If you liked this video, and I hope that you did, feel free to subscribe down below. If you are seeing this on YouTube, if you want to connect on Facebook, we can connect. It's Abundantly Passionate, or we can be friends. I am Taffy Janae Richardson Hawkins. I know that's kind of a mouthful. On Facebook, also, you can follow me on Twitter as Taffy Hawkins, and I would love to get to know you a little bit better. Feel free to share your nostalgic moments with me. I'll be posting crazy stuff on Facebook today in honor of my feeling of going back and having fun and seeing what my past could be incorporated as part of my future. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, till next time, I'm Taffy Hawkins. Have a great day.